Well, actually, I had read his book, Spirit of Democratic Capitalism, years ago, and knew of him. He's good friends with Art Lindsley, and so kind of was introduced to him by Art, and we began to talk to him about doing something for us. And so he wrote the first chapter in Counting the Cost, and really turned out incredibly, because basically he said, look, I wrote Spirit of Democratic Capitalism 30 years ago. What's changed? And that's really the essence of the chapter, and it's quite a tale. I think it's opens up the book, puts it on a stage that what we intended. So we were really happy. And then probably the last thing he wrote before he died. So we actually dedicated the book to him.
He co-authored a book on social justice that's pretty thick and good, but I got a feeling he probably didn't write most of that. But what was I going to ask you about that? Oh, the other thing, and this is not in the question series here, but there's just so much intellectual capital in Washington.
Yeah, it is.
And most of the really new thinking is happening not in the universities, from what I can see, in a lot of these important areas. It's the various think tanks in Washington, because they're not tied down to some politically correct, for lack of a better term.
And there's no tenure in people there to think outside the box. It's very true. I mean, it's really why think tanks were created back 20 years ago, is that they could really be like universities without students. And they've done a lot of good work.